G'day everyone and welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. Henry's busy out spraying. He's got bang on 100 hectares to go to finish the barley, and then he'll be into the wheat, but he's in the same spot, so we don't need to go and move him. We did yesterday take the water truck and we've put that at the next spot he's got to go. We also parked the headers away. They're now in that shed over there in the bunker. Got the auger back to the its shed, clean those fill bins out, or silos I should say. So yeah, now today, well, I haven't got too much to do, so I thought I'd focus on the safety side of stuff, try and organise what I can of all this. Yesterday I put up our fire extinguisher in here and our fire extinguisher sign. So I thought I would go over to the quarters and take the fire extinguisher and the fire blanket that needs to go over there. So I can install, well, not really install, but hang the fire blanket and chuck the fire extinguisher down in the best possible spot, and yeah, put some signs up in there later. So this is the quarters. This is where George was staying. These were erected, I want to say, probably about the same time that the, what's it called? Those silos were erected. So 20 years ago, these things have been, well, was put up. So it consists of 10 single room dongers. Dongers, rooms. You got an ablution block with just your toilets and your showers over there, and then it also consists of just a central common room. Better take my boots off. So yeah, in here is just where the guys can cook if they need, but we tend to cook during seeding and harvest, so they've just got to reheat their meals, but days off they obviously need to cook. And yeah, you've got your TV, nothing flash, but it's a home away from home, I guess. So yeah, anyway, I'll put the fire extinguisher over here, and I've got signs coming there, stickers, hopefully they're not too big, but that's where that'll live. I do have signs for the fire blankets, but again, the whole mishap of when you order online, you don't realise that's the size of the fire blanket. I'll have to show you, but the stickers are about that big, so they're no good at all. But yeah, I'm just gonna chuck this obviously next to the stove, which is where you tend to use a fire blanket. Just gonna chuck it up like that, and that'll do. There we have our fire blanket installed. It's only on a one of your furniture hooks, but that, I think that one there is able to take nearly 5 to 10 kilos, so it should be enough to hold when people need to pull on that. Not that they're going to need it, but yeah, it's at least next to where the fire source will be. So back to the shed. So the old quarters, or plaza as we tend to call it, is served us well in its time. There's been a lot of people go through here and stay here in the years that we've had it up. It is this harvest will probably be its last time it gets used. We're building our new house, and then our current house will be the new quarters. It'll be a very flash quarters, but yeah, that is getting on in its years. It's got quite a lot of maintenance that needs doing to it that I didn't show you. Yeah, so that'll all get decommissioned, and yeah, the new quarters will be my current house, and yeah, we moved to our new house. Anyway, I'm going to wash my ute now because I need to put some stickers on that. So the fire blanket stickers that I was talking about, or signs, whatever you want to call it, they're not as big as what I exaggerated, but they are still quite large. You can imagine if I was to hang the sticker, well, put the sticker up next to the fire blanket, it's just ridiculously too big. So I'm gonna order one that's, you know, quarter of the size would be nice. I'll give these to the kids or something like that. Now I did say that I needed to put a sticker on my ute. I think it's in here. So it's these stickers here. I only need one of them, but they only came in a pack of 5. To the eagle-eyed viewer in the last video, you would have noticed hanging up in the back of my ute is that. Now that's a defibrillator. Now you don't need a defibrillator to be compliant at a workplace or on a farm. That's just purely a personal thing. To be compliant, you need the first aid kits. So I carry a big one in my ute. We've also got a big one that lives at the workshop here. And then we've got ones go in every machine, like every tractor, every header. They've all got one. And then most of the utes have also got one as well. They're not large, they're just enough to, you know, get you sorted, and then I've got the big kits. So yeah, the defibrillator, there's actually quite a lot of farmers around here now that have them. I think they've probably got the bigger ones than what I've got. This is just, yeah. It's just, I mean, they all do the same thing. They jumpstart your heart. So, yeah, it's purely a personal thing for having one. You know, in case someone has an accident or, you know, has a heart attack, we've got one. Now all the other farmers, they all have them at a central location at their shed. We've decided to keep it in my ute. The reason being is I'm always driving around in the paddock, come harvest, seeding, something like that. I'm always in the ute, near the ute, and, you know, where everybody is. So having it in my ute just makes sense. If we had it back at the shed here, it's no good, because say if we're down at Hatton's, to get here, if you're driving very quickly, you can get here in 10 minutes. And then, you know, it's 10 minutes back. So that's 20 minutes. The time's already gone, and it's not going to do much use after 20 minutes. I think you need to apply those things within about 3 to 7 minutes. But anyway, I've got some stickers here. Like I said, I'm just putting one on, obviously, to put on my ute. Probably chuck it up there somewhere, just on the window. The reason being is that way people can see that I've got it in there. You obviously can't. My tint on the back of my back window is, you know, it's pretty dark. You can't actually see what's in there. So yeah, that means that, you know, if I'm at a community event or, you know, out and about or something like that, and there's someone having a heart attack, they know that, you know, there's a defibrillator in here in case anyone needs it. So hopefully I can get it nice and square. At least my window's dry now. Unlike the bandit sticker I did on the back there, that one's a little bit on the angle. So I best get to sticking. Chuck that up there. Complete. That's on there, nice and good. It only took me 2 stickers to do that. The first sticker and I had to have words. Got it most of the way, and then it started to like crinkle, and it's just lucky that there's 5. So, right, my next job, I'm going to sort out where I'm going to put the spill kit, the diesel and oil spill kit. up here, and then I will go down and sort out the spill kit and the fire extinguisher for down at the chem shed. Now there is a difference between the fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers for the shed doesn't say. So there, it's an A, B, and E class. So you can see that it covers all the stuff that you're going to need in the shed. And the these ones that are for the houses, I can't remember what class they are, but essentially they're for like kitchen fires, things like that. So we've got, obviously you don't need the higher class ones for house. These are household ones, those ones are workshop. Well, actually they say factories on them, so there you go. Well, I didn't go for anything too extravagant on this one. I just put it on the outside here. As you can see, there, got the sign up. I was going to put it in here, but it's starting to get a bit crowded in here. Plus, I don't know if you need to be able to see the sign from like everywhere in the workshop. I assume you don't, but I was going to put it, just down here where the vacuum cleaners are. But anyway, I'll put it there. Yeah, I can always change it if I want. It's the advantage of it being on wheels, and that is quite literally just tacked in there. So I can move this sign if I want, and I can obviously move the spill kit. Right, now to take a fire extinguisher down and a spill kit for chemicals down to the chem shed. I've got a bit of moving to do down there because it's quite a full chem shed. It's also not lockable. It was built, before all those regulations came in. So we do need to upgrade our chem shed at some point. I'll discuss it when we get down there. So as with everything else on this farm, this chem shed was built about 20 years ago. So it was before all the regulations. Well, who knows, they might have been there, but to my knowledge, it was before all the regulations of, needing bunded, lockable, everything like that. Could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm going to go with. So yes, this chem shed is not up to standard, up to code, up to practice, whatever you want to call it. It needs to be bunded, so that means that it needs to be able to catch any chemical that was to leak. So obviously the best way to do that is to have your concrete raised and you drive into the shed. You also need to have, I believe, like a drain in the middle, so it can all drain into a sump tank, which then you should be able to pump that sump tank out to then dispose of the chemical appropriately. And like I said, needs to be lockable. This is obviously an open shed, it's not lockable. Needs to be well ventilated, we got that. And you need your spill kit, fire extinguisher, things like that. But what you also need, which we don't have, is a eye wash station and a chemical shower wash. The name evades me. You pull the cable, water comes down on you. Now we do have a shower. The shower is up at our smoko house there in Bar and Grill. So that's what we've always said is our chemical shower. Now, talking to Phil, our WorkSafe guy, the shower needs to be within 15 seconds of where the incident occurs. So obviously Henry brews up from there. If he was to get covered in chemical, you need to be within 15 seconds of your shower. Now Henry's pretty fast now, not now that he's done his Achilles, he's a little bit slower, but I reckon he'd be able to make that in about 15 seconds. So obviously we need to change things. So maybe next year what I'm going to do is we'll demolish this, and it's a hell of an investment, but it's also the big thing is looking after Henry. So want to be able to make sure that I've got a proper chemical shower and stuff like that for him here. So yeah, my plan at the moment is to demolish this to make it twice as wide and probably bring it out like another 3 or 4 meters. Make it lockable, make it high. Want to be able to stack. You can stack these shuttles 3 high, so I want to be able to stack them 3 high. The reason I'm needing to make it wider, so I'll make it wider to basically where all our crap ends up over there, is the chemical breezeway that we use. You know, the breezeway between the 2 sheds there where we store all our chemicals. That also isn't bunded, it's not lockable, it's not well ventilated. So it'd be nice just to, if we're doing it, do it right, make this a big shed that can store all our chemicals all the time. And then have a separate little tank, catch the water off the roof, because with eye baths and chemical showers, you need 15 minutes of flowing water to be covered under the regulation. So also we'll do that. We'll get a proper chemical shower, a proper eye bath. They all come as one, and then be catching fresh water off this. So that'll be fine. We're not allowed to use that's dam water. Well, it's dam water, and then when it rains, it's rainwater. But you're not allowed to use that. That's not obviously clean water, which is fair enough for eyes, but for covering yourself, I would happily do it with that. And one of the other things when I get the rest of my safety stuff that's coming is I do have a portable chemical shower and a portable eye wash station that's coming, because obviously with Henry, who only brews here a quarter of the time, you need to be able to have the stuff travel with you. So he basically, it's a fire extinguisher. Now, it's not the 15 minutes of water that you need, but it's enough to just wash yourself. And then the eye wash station, it's like a 35 litre or something. I'll show you guys when it comes, obviously. But that is 15 minutes of flow. So that's got us covered on that one. So yeah, anyway, let's put this somewhere. That's obviously, I'm thinking, is going to go front and centre right here. But I've just got to sort out what I'm doing with all my chemical drums. This side is obviously what we use for fence line spraying. So we decant Roundup ester, things like that, into little jugs so that we can easily put them into our fence line sprayer. So that's what these 2 are for here. This back one, as you can tell, is odds and sods of chemicals that when you finish with having a batch of chemicals. For instance, what's this? This is Trojan. So this is for bugs. When you end up with just one left, they just take up space. Like if you have a look there, we've just got a bunch of single containers just sitting there. So it's easier just to chuck them in a central location, and we need some sharpen. Here we go. We've got 500 grams left in that. Current Henry's been riding on them, so that one's got 500 mils left in that. Things like that. Better pick that one up because that's now facing upside down. So the thing we don't use is this thing of hoses. That's from years gone by. So I reckon what we'll do is we'll remove this pallet here with the hoses in it, and then bring all these pallets just back one. And then it means I've got spare room up the front there to put both my fire extinguisher and my spill kit. We are now 1 pallet shorter in here, so I'm able to get all those ones back. And then it's not ideally where I'd want it, but it's sort of the only place I can put it in here. There's not much room. One thing is that the sun is always going to get it on the first part of the day, so no doubt these are going to fade in the next couple months being there, but until I get a proper chem shed that's closable or whatever, they'll stay there. I do have one issue about it being there, and not sure if you can see, but up there is our residents' hawk or owl, or both. They like to sit up there, and that's clearly the toilet. So hopefully they don't continue to sit there and keep crapping on my stuff. I have moved it so it's not going to be in the way. But now I just need to grab my 2 signs and chuck them up here respectively so that they're signed, and then just put all that stuff back. And I obviously, well, not obviously, I went and grabbed the broom and the shovel and I swept all the dust and crap that was on the floor there. So I'm just gonna, once I move that stuff over here, I'm gonna give this just a nice sweep across just to get some of the dirt out. It's gonna blow back in, but at least it'll look nice for a day or two. So the signs are all installed. They're up there pointing to where they should be pointing. We'll see what happens with our resident bird. He tried to fly in here before it started drizzling, so it's a hawk. If he keeps on going to the toilet up there, we're going to zip tie a whole bunch of zip ties up there, so, or wire, bits of wire, so he can't land there. You can see I've cleaned the floor a bit, as much as you can for what's here. So yeah, anyway, I'll hopefully be able to get more of our safety equipment and put some signs up in the next video or whenever that comes. Probably be a couple of videos, I imagine. But yeah, I reckon I'll leave the video there, guys. It's a short video, I know, but it's yeah, just been a lazy day of putting up some safety stuff that we need to operate as a business, as a farm, safely and compliantly. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you reckon someone will enjoy it, share it to them, and I shall see you guys in the next one.